Innovation pays off.
Hello everyone. I would like to start by thanking Vaibhav Dixit for giving me this opportunity to share my views on teaching methods in science. You will all agree that today we live in a world where science and technology rules every aspect of our life. All the gadgets that we use in day-to-day life, which have made our life comfortable, the technology which is there in communication, the technology in healthcare, and the technology in agricultural sector, all these have improved our life. So it becomes all the more necessary that every individual appreciates science as a discipline. How can this happen? This can happen only by teaching science in an interesting manner, in a joyful manner, so that the scientific skills and the knowledge which children get during their school time remains with them lifelong, and they can relate to day-to-day events or experiences in a scientific manner. In the present scenario, the basic knowledge of human immune system, spread of diseases, maintaining personal and public hygiene, sanitation and disposal of waste will help citizens to meet the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic in an informed manner, without any panic. Now that the lockdown is being lifted at many places, it is all the more important that people understand the situation and take preventive measures and stop the spread of the disease. Scientifically aware citizens will respond to such situations in a better way than scientifically ignorant ones. Similarly, scientific methods of agriculture and animal husbandry will help in meeting the increasing demands of food. Understanding the principles of physics will help students to relate to the mechanized world. The base of the scientific knowledge rests on observation, inquisitive mind, and critical thinking. It may be the falling of an apple observed by Newton, or discovery of Archimedes' principle in the bathtub, or discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming. All these examples illustrate the keen observation and analytical skills and critical thinking skills are essential for the progress of science. We as teachers need to train students to be careful and mindful observers and equip them with fundamental knowledge, critical thinking and analytical skills, and inculcate scientific temperament. In the junior classes, nowadays experiential teaching methods are being widely used, where concepts are taught through creatively designed activities. It may be small experiments, role plays, collage making, group discussion, which keep the students actively involved in the process of learning. Another approach is inquiry-based method. The teacher begins with the discussion of an event or an activity, or demonstrates an experiment, or maybe shows a video, and asks questions to get the students thinking about the scientific principle. The news articles related to science can be used to initiate out-of-the-book learning. These days, the news about vaccine development for COVID-19 has aroused curiosity of many to search for the process of vaccine production. Sometimes I feel that giving an account of the experiments carried out by various scientists to develop a concept helps the students to understand that a lot of work is done by the scientists to develop a concept. The progress in science is made step by step. For example, many experiments were carried out to understand the process of photosynthesis. Similarly, many experiments were carried out to find out what is the hereditary material. These days, the role of teacher is changing. The teacher is not the central figure anymore. Teacher is not the source of knowledge. The teacher has become a facilitator and a guide. The teacher helps the student to move on from one learning to another learning. The net is full of information, and the teacher navigates the student to collect information, plan the steps and go ahead in learning. Students are more techno-savvy. They are into video games and have good computational skills, so they can get a lot of information from internet, and it is the duty of a teacher to help the student differentiate between what is correct and what is not correct. Teacher needs to plan the lessons creatively, include relevant activities so that the student engages and learns through the experiences. Student should be given a chance to express their learnings in their own way. This helps to tap their imagination and creativity. Open-ended questions will bring in diverse answers, which can be used to initiate a discussion and result in peer learning. Assignments, activities, and projects should be encouraged to train the students to collaborate. Interdisciplinary approach is needed to solve the complex problems. Due importance should be given to the science experiments that relate to the curriculum, so that the students get acquainted with the practical skills. They are able to handle instruments, apparatus and chemicals, maintain proper controls and observe the various safety precautions. Senior students are required to undertake project work, which includes selection of a topic, researching on the topic, planning and performing experiments, and drawing conclusions under the guidance of the teacher. This gives them the feel of research process. The other option of internship during the summer holidays also aims at giving an experience of the adult working world. Science exhibitions is another platform which brings forth the budding scientists. Students actively engage in research and make their models, and during this process they gain an insight into the concept, and their imagination takes wings while they are trying to figure out how to make the models. The concept of tinkering labs in the school is a welcome step. This will foster curiosity, creativity, and imagination in young minds, and this will inculcate skills such as design mindset, computational thinking, and adaptive learning. Young children will also get a chance to work with tools and equipments to understand what, how, and why aspects of science, technology, engineering, and maths. In this century, we are witnessing change in the climate. Changes in the rainfall pattern, occurrence of floods, droughts, cyclones, earthquakes. Natural resources like water, air, land are getting polluted due to urbanization and industrialization. The sources of energy, water and electricity, have to be adequately preserved for future. Preservation of environment and natural resources is vital for the economic growth of a country. Sustainability will be affected by the performance and various actions within a society. Each individual needs to contribute towards building a better world. The spread of greenery has been considered as a crucial factor in conservation of natural resources and environment. Large-scale forestry and soil conservation methods can also slow down the greenhouse gas emissions and global warming. Conservation of forest and wildlife is essential for conserving biodiversity, which in turn helps to maintain the balance of nature. India is a developing nation. With the increase in industrialization and development of technology, innovation and other advancements, it is essential that measures and procedures should be implemented in order to stop all kinds of pollution or reduce all kinds of pollution, follow particular waste management procedures, follow appropriate measures and steps, as it is up to human beings to curb man-made disasters such as industrial explosions to safeguard their lives. The practice of science education needs to be proactive and relevant to the context we live in today. The curriculum needs to be revised to be in line with the developments in science. For quality science teaching, passionate and innovative teachers are needed. Teacher training programs to update teachers on the new development are a must. In the present scenario, as most of the educational institutions have switched to online classes, teachers have been trained to deliver their lessons digitally. The advantage of digital learning is that students can learn at their own pace. They can go through the video lectures as many times as they wish, and they can get their queries resolved individually, and all this leads to rise in their learning. The parents play an important role in digital learning. They have to keep their students motivated and regular in their online classes. As teachers, we are anxiously waiting for schools to reopen. We are missing out on the tempo and excitement in the class, interactive sessions. Students are missing on social bonding, team spirit, etc. We all are looking forward to normalization of life and reopening of schools. The new normal is going to be different. When the schools reopen, the social distancing will be a norm. We may have to avoid group activities, events or sports for many months. This will be another challenge to take up. Students who have the basic understanding of science will grow up to be better citizens and will contribute to the development of country in whatever positions they hold. Some of them may be involved in making policies, others may be involved in promoting policies. If they have the scientific temperament, then they will immensely contribute to the sustainable development. With this, I end my talk. Thank you.